The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Toothpaste. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. You know, the great Albert Einstein once said, creativity is intelligence, just having fun. And today we're going to have creativity at play. And of course, we're going to display intelligence and also have fun. Whilst I interact with some phenomenal ladies is our discovery and Biznet segment for today. I am Emefa Apawu, and our discovery for today, we've heard a lot about hair. We always talk about hair on the show. Today, we all get the opportunity to meet her in person. She's the one that has been clothing me all this while. She's the CEO of Kafui Klothing. And thankfully, she gets to grace our screens today because she's a phenomenal lady as well. Welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PR Show.
Thank you.
We're grateful to have you today. I'm sure you can see the beauty, almost like a supermodel. Yeah. Good to see you, Kafui. So that's Kafui Tamakloe Isel. Tamakloe Isel. Kafui. What's the combination? Maybe you should break it down for us.
My dad is Aneve. He's the Tamakloe. So his name is William Kiss Tamakloe, retired soldier. And my mom, she's from BA. So she gave me Ifia.
Okay.
So yes. The Isiao is my husband's name.
Okay. Well, great. So I'm interested in knowing, with the military background, I'm sure childhood, how was it like?
It wasn't easy, but I really loved it because my daddy is a very tough military man. My mom wasn't around anyway, so he was alone taking care of us. He doesn't have the time to explain to you why you need to do this or do that.
Okay, before
Of course. So, I mean, it was tough, but it helped us. I think that was where I took the fashion from, because he trained me to be prompt. If I want something, I should go for it. And then, in fact, he made me who I am today.
Let's talk about the fond memories of childhood, because you mentioned that it's toughened you up and everything. Because with a military background or a military home, one would think that every day you wake up and you have to stand at attention, assembly and everything. But let's talk about the fond memories.
I never had friends that he wouldn't allow anyone to come home. He drove us to school, picked us, cooked meals and everything. So we didn't have any friends. But like you said, it toughened us. All of us, we are two.
Two?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just two, male or female?
Yeah, male.
Male. Oh, okay. So how was it like? It looks like one boy, one girl, and with a military father.
I'm the eldest, and Daddy wanted me to be a soldier in future, so he was always tough on me. The other one is, he was always pampering him, so.
What is the last baby? So why didn't you become a soldier?
I think I look like my dad. I took his character. He's a very strong personality, too.
We can see.
So I thought it was too strict. No, I didn't like that. I wanted something comfortable. I loved colors. So I wanted a place where I could play with colors. And then that was it.
That's when it all began. Let's talk about how it started.
So at the age of 7, I quite remember when we were going to school, my daddy would give me a hanky. So anytime he gives me a hanky, when I come home, I'll cut the hanky. I wanted to make a dress. Then the next morning, he asked me, where's your hanky? Is it dirty? Bring it. I don't have anything. I would
You make it for your doll?
Doll, I had a doll. He bought a doll for me when he went to peacekeeping. And then a small machine. So I think that was where I took my
Did you ask for it?
No.
Okay. Daddy was prophesying into your life. So let's talk about cutting up of your handkerchiefs. How did it end?
When I completed SS, I went to do my ACCA. I didn't really have the passion for that because anything they were teaching me, I wasn't concentrating. No. Then I realized that, no, it's the fashion I wanted, the way they dress, the colors. Sometimes I see someone dress and I'm like, no, this one was supposed to go this way. You should have mixed these two colors, combine it and all that. So I decided to, quit. So I quit, I think, level 200. And then I went to fashion school.
So when you quit the ACCA, how did Daddy take it?
He was disappointed. Yes. Either I become a soldier or a businesswoman. Then I said, I wanted to sew. He thought I was getting crazy. Families came in to talk. I said, no, that's what I wanted. And then I started. Surprisingly, after a year, I had an award.
Oh, in school.
And he was so happy. And that was when he accepted that, no, this is what I really wanted. And then he allowed me.
Okay. How did you remain so strong about what exactly you want to do and not what they are forcing you to do?
Beginning, it wasn't easy. Mommy wasn't there. It was only Daddy. Daddy never allowed any friends to their house. That was my friend, cotton, handkerchiefs. So I won't allow him to take that one also from me. So that was what I hung on to.
So you were able to convince him eventually?
Yeah, eventually.
After the award. So how did you fund your education for Joyce Abibio, for instance? Did he help in any way, or you had to do that all by yourself?
Initially, he wasn't in support of me sewing. So then my mom came in at a point in time and she was doing that.
So mommy supported the idea? Yeah. She understood that
exactly. Mommy would do anything. If that's what you want, she will support.
But quitting school to do this, maybe one would have said you could have just finished it before you start that one, or...
Yes, but I wasn't getting it. I didn't really understand what you were teaching. It was like just going to class and sit down, just bring your books, and you don't get anything. But fashion is what I really loved. I mix colors, I'm happy. So that was what I wanted.
In spite of the opposition, you went to school. How did you even discover that this is where you want to go in terms of, polishing your talent?
So before I decided I wanted to go to Joyce, I was actually confused about if I wanted still to be in the management school. So one day I was just watching TV and then Joyce was doing her adverts. And I said, this is what I wanted. All along, she was the one I was waiting for. So I think a week or two, I went to Osu. By then, the school was in Osu. Okay. And then did my background checks and I knew that was where I wanted to be.
Tell us about your days. How was it? Training, honing your skills and everything?
It wasn't easy. There were times I'll wear one clothes for 2 days because I had to save some money, get my papers, my scissors, because Daddy wasn't there. Mommy would send once a while. So it wasn't easy.
You were determined to finish the school. So it's interesting that it tells you that in spite of the difficulty that you face, because we see people say that because of the difficulty, they were not able to, pursue the dream. But Kafui is making us understand that in spite of the challenges, in spite of the difficulties that you face, you need to stand firm, resolute. In fact, you sacrificed at some point to get to where you are today. Then, in spite of wearing one outfit to school twice, you got an award. Let's talk about it.
We had a graduation. I think that time it was Aviation Social Center. So I think we were 3 or 4 of us. And then I was one of them. I didn't know I would have an award because these things, they don't tell you. And when I also completed, I was one of the few Joyce took to work with in her shop.
Oh, what award was it? We'll talk about the work shortly. What award was it?
Creative Students. So I was one of them.
So you see, the handkerchief cutting has paid off.
Yes.
Okay, then you graduated. Then Joyce picked you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I stayed in the shop for 6 months or a year, which most of my colleagues wish they could have also, but she's so strong a character. It's not anybody that would just enter her space and then. But I guess maybe she saw how I was with her, how serious I was. She wanted to help.
What are some of the things you picked up, you say, whilst working with Joyce Abibio?
In school, patterns it's just the basics. And for her to bring me to her space means that now I'm going to see clients. I was drafting. I quite remember we had Ghana at 50 and she was a designer and I was with her. And I saw, people like Kojo and I was so excited. I said, oh, whoa. I met a lot of people. And that alone told me that, no, I'm at the right place.
Wow, your heart was at peace. Let's talk about your work now after your exit from Joyce Abibio, after meeting all the celebrities and everything. You decided to start Kafui Clothing. How did it all start?
Immediately after school, I started. By then, I was in Kasua. So I started for a year in a garage. Then, fortunately, unfortunately, I got married. Baby started coming in. So work was a bit like up and down, kids and all that. For now, it's okay, I would say. It's not really bad. The only challenge we have is to get workers to work for us. That's the challenge we have.
How difficult is it? Because most people say that those of you who are into this fashion business, most of the time you disappoint people amongst others. So how challenging is it to be in that space, you say?
Most of the times, I went to school, and then maybe the workers you want are those who just went by the roadside to learn, and then you bring them on board, you teach them. The next 6 months, they are done. They feel, oh, now they can go and then open their own. It's a challenge. You don't get people to work with for a very long time. The next minute they are there, the other, then they are gone. Yeah. So that's why most people say fashion designers would disappoint, and because most of the times you don't have people to work.
You have help. But we have more of these young ones now wanting to venture into these things, or all of them want to sit in the offices instead of finding their passion and sticking with it.
I think my advice I would give is every woman should be able to get a passion, like you say, something to use your hands for, something you love. The love should be there. If you love it, nobody will take it away from you. And this helps us, especially with the women or with the mothers. You don't know where you find yourself tomorrow, and these things will help.
You can't say insano ejuma. You have to have something that you can depend on. So where do you see Kafui Clothing, for instance? I'm sure you have some big dreams, passion, and then also some plans and ideas for Kafui Clothing in the next 5 years or so. Where do we see Kafui Clothing heading?
Well, my inspiration is, I love Giorgio Armani so much, yes. He's not only into fashion, the clothing, he does spray, and I also love spray and jewelries. So the next 5 years, I think I would want to fit also that in the clothing line as well. We are praying that Jehovah God helps us.
Yeah, he does. He always does. So that's what we are looking at. So in all this, I see the big vision, the big dreams, financing for fashion, the fashion industry, because most times as a country, we don't really pay attention to the creativity industry. How difficult is it?
It's very difficult, especially here in Ghana. You don't even have where you could go for a machine and maybe pay in installments. It's very difficult. If you get one machine, then maybe a family member or yourself, you've worked to buy one. But just imagine if you are sewing clothes, and let's take you are taking 1 cedi. You buy linens. There are stuff that go into clothing. After you are done, the little money, if you want to put down, how many days or months are you going to get a machine and all that? So it's very difficult. And I think that government should help, especially those in that sector. To be able to, because if you have something like that, you don't only help yourself, but you employ people, you help the country as a whole. So funding, I think, should be looked at.
Well, so you heard Kafui Clothing, very important, because this is not the first time we're hearing that the creative industry needs a lot of funding and support to be able to get it to the levels of the Giorgio Armani's that we are aspiring to get to. So if you had to clothe a celebrity, who would you say is your target? Maybe one or two of them, male, female, that you were hoping that one day will rock the runway with Kafui Clothing.
I'm happy I'll see you first, and I'm already doing
I'm
that.
always rocking Kafui Clothing already.
Okay, so I'm also looking at Jennifer Lopez the next 5 years. I love her so much. She has the
curves that would
bring out
your
my
style. I can see. Who else?
In Ghana, Jocelyn.
Okay, you seem to love the curves.
Yes.
Okay.
That works for me.
Because it brings out the shape and everything.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So, Jocelyn Duma, you can hear Kafui Clothing would love to clothe you one day. By now, I'm sure our phone lines are buzzing in terms of how you can be reached, so that those with the curves that you like can reach you to be clothed by you as well, because it's a beautiful jacket you have there. It's unfortunate. We are not the same size. I would have I would have taken that. But let's talk about where you can be found.
So I used to be in Tema, but now I've moved to Kaswa. So I'm at Old Timers.
And the numbers will be on the screens as well. Finally, if there are people out there, young girls, young boys as well, who would want to find themselves in terms of their passion and not toe the line of their parents, for instance, who say, I want you to be a doctor. Meanwhile, you want to go into fashion, you want to go into the creative industry. What would you say to them?
They should just love what they do. If you follow the money, most of the times you would just go following money and you wouldn't do what you are supposed to do. Especially, let's say you need a cloth to be done. And because of money, someone else is bringing something. You are after the money, you take this one and take that one. At the end of the day, you can't finish the two. You know very well you can't do it. But if you have love for the work, you will take one and leave the money, finish it. And then you have, if the person looks good in it, that is you. You are happy in there, not for the money.
And that even tends to open more doors for you,
Exactly.
for the money to come. We'll leave it here for now. I know that would want to talk more about Kafui Clothing. Along the line, you'll be visiting again. But as always, as we do here, we have a tradition. We don't just leave you empty. You've been clothing me for some time now, and I have a lot of accolades for the things I wear. At least I have the little care that you've been looking for. So I won't leave you empty. We have a small package. Is the Kel charcoal. I've been talking about it. I'm sure you heard me. The Kel 360 and the Kel kits. This one especially for my nieces and nephews. Right? How many are there?
Yeah, 3.
Oh, 3. Okay, I've given you 4. One extra. One extra for them. So this is from us to you.
Okay.
And since you're a model, you'll be modeling the products for me as well. So thank you very much for joining us today on the show. So you can use it for the entire family, yourself and the children as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So I'm sure you can model Kel Toothpaste and Kel for me.
Kel, happy smile.
Yay. Well, we'll take a quick break here on the Kel Toothpaste PR show. It's been an inspiring conversation with the CEO of Kafui Clothing, our official clothing line for the Kel Toothpaste PR show. And it's been very, very inspiring. Mrs. Kafui Tamakloe ASL was my guest for the Discovery segment. When we return from the break, we have our Biznet segment and Samara Company Limited, Miss Nancy Amoako, the coordinator for the Northern sector, is my guest. Please stay with us.
Mommy. Mama Josie. Fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Sankofa.
Yenchi, Kel Chocolate Toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PR show. Many thanks for staying with us because it promises to be very, very exciting. We've just gone through our discovery and it's time for the Biznet segment. And as always, the PR show is proudly brought to you by the Kel Toothpaste range of products. We have the Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and the Kel Kits Toothpaste. And today in my studios is the coordinator for the Northern sector for the Kel Toothpaste, Nancy Amoako. Welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PR show. We must say a million thank you for holding us down all these years. And thank you very much for being supportive of the Kel Toothpaste PR show. You're welcome once again. Okay, so let's talk about the Kel range of products. You know, there's a lot of buzz. Everywhere you pass now, everybody's talking about Kel Toothpaste, Kel Happy Smile. Let's talk a bit about it. How did it all come about, you'd say?
We at Samara, we did a lot of research and we realized that the existing toothpaste in the market wasn't enough. We felt there was the need for us to bring another toothpaste. So we upgraded ours to face the needs of our consumers. We realized that halitosis is a major problem in Ghana, so we decided to bring Kel Charcoal toothpaste to help curb those menace. Moreover, we wanted to create employment for the youth because we've employed over 30 sales team. That was the main reason why we bought charcoal toothpaste and the rest.
So I'm excited that we've created jobs as well. It's not just giving us the fresh breath and the white teeth amongst others. You're also creating jobs. We'll talk about it. Yes. But I'm interested in finding out more about the Kel Charcoal, the Kel 360 and the Kel Kit. Let's start with the charcoal because for many, at least I've heard people wonder if indeed say or the Trinity, I bet say their grandmother, na say it's just a chemicals bikeke na mudegu na museye charcoal.
Charcoal is like a tradition. That is what we used to use in the olden days. So we as Samara Company Limited decided to modernize it, use technology to modernize it. So we use activated charcoal, mints, and fluoride. So trust me, using Kel Charcoal toothpaste will save you from visiting the dentist. Charcoal toothpaste fights against dental plague. It gives you a fresher breath. It whitens your teeth and it gives you strong gum.
Well, so it's the same with the Kel 360 as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, so with the Kel 360, you also get that fresh breath. At least I've
Fresh
used...
breath, but it doesn't consist charcoal.
Okay, that one doesn't have charcoal. So that's the only difference.
That's the only difference.
Between the
two.
two.
Difference is the charcoal.
Okay, it's interesting that you say once I use it, I won't go to the dentist because
Yes.
many of us fear going to the dentist, you know.
Yes.
Like it's difficult because you should see a bit too senior there.
Yes.
And the products, are they that affordable?
It is very, very affordable.
So where can I get the Kel Charcoal, Kel 360 and the Kel Kits to
We have over 30 sales vans that are designated in all the areas of Ghana. We are just a call away. Just call us and we'll be at your doorstep.
So it's available everywhere?
It is available in provision shop, mats, filling station mats, pharmacy shops, malls, and I mean, what have you? It is available everywhere.
So it's interesting that you say it's creating jobs as well.
Yes,
because me, I want to be a businesswoman as well.
Okay.
And then, so for wholesale, if I want to, you know, to fobo, some percent betuna, what's the process?
We have offices nationwide: Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, Tamale, Techima. You can go to our offices or you can call us. Our sales team will come there, they will register you, and you become part of our business.
So you are in charge of the northern sector,
Yes,
for instance. So we still have channels that we can reach you on,
Yes.
indeed, to get some of these products as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's talk about the northern sector because you coordinate that
Yes.
sector.
Yes.
What does it make up of? Which areas are under your jurisdiction?
The northern sector consists of the Ashanti region, the Brong Ahafo region, and the three northern regions.
Okay, so we have the Bono and the Bono
The
East
Bono-
now.
The Bono East now,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, you're a big woman. You have
You
a lot
don't
of
say.
regions under your watch. So it's interesting that you mentioned that Ashanti, Bono East, amongst others, are there. Inti yonko eho na me pese minye bia himfa pa bia me Kumasi sisi a himfa pa na metimi nye bi wo in that areas no ene Bono East nyina.
Oh,
Himfa na points a
so
metimi nye bi.
Kumasi, Brong Ahafo, Kumasi, Edum, KJTia, filling station mass ni nyina, mall, Kumasi City Mall, Techiman Market, Tamale Market, everywhere you will be a supply.
It's a good time for you to get Kel 360, Kel Charcoal, and Kel Kits. So for the kits, it's between 2 and 6 years. Okay. And then Kel Charcoal from whatever, 6 to 100.
200 years.
And then
to
Kel
200
360
years.
is the same
Yes,
as
madam.
well.
Yes,
Okay. And with the Kel Charcoal, you always get a white teeth, fresh breath. It has mint, it has charcoal, it has fluoride, like Nancy has told us. And with the Kel 360, you also have that fresh breath. We've had people talk about it, and it prevents the cavity, healthy gum. You get it, amongst others. It's a more reason why you need to get Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Kel 360, and Kel Kits. Miss Nancy Amoako, thank you so much for joining us today on
Thanks
the
for having
Biznet
me.
segment of the Kel Toothpaste PL show. And she's in charge of the northern sector. She coordinates that for Kel Toothpaste range of products. And with Kel, is always a happy smile like Miss Nancy has.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush,
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger. Chicky chicky whiter. Chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel Kids. Happy smile.
And that's our show for today. Another edition of the Kel Toothpaste PO show that will come your way soon. This and every Sunday right here on this channel. I am Emefa Apawu. Many thanks for your company.
Your love is sweet, pass sobolo, sobolo, your love is sweet, K-O-E-I, Wodona Kama commemorate, paint, smile, mami, chanche, faint, kron kron vera, dio, saint.